What's up there, fellow YouTubers? This is Chris from the Anomalies channel. Okay, once again, NASA makes a boo-boo. I've always said that Mount Sharp is Mount Garbage. This actually should have been another big part of this video. It would have taken too long, but I'm going to show you the next video I've got of this, pretty much the same area, but I'm going to show you perspective-wise why I think this is a bunch of crap. And if you haven't seen enough of it, I can understand why. But meaning this, we just kind of know it's fake. I don't know if these things are vehicles or buildings. And I've looked at it several ways, did different things. It looks like a bunch of cars lined up like if they were sitting in a parking lot. But people look at it and go, well, no, they're mountains. You can clearly see that. Well, yes and no. And that's where the perspective things comes in. And I'll show you that in another video because it would just take too long. But I'll show you. Let me see if I can find this thing here. This is not the same picture, but this is what we're going to be looking at right here in the back. Now you can see right here. There's that little. Everybody says that road that runs through the mountainside right there. Okay. Way to the left is where I saw the other bridge and what looked like other vehicles traveling along it and everything else. Okay. What's really odd is if you look at this picture, it looks like a bunch of things, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course there's a cluster here and you can't tell, but this looks like if you were looking at like a van or something, like buried halfway in the dirt. And then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, it goes on and on and on. But this is what you're going to see. It's like somewhere around from here to about here. And you're going to see this, it looks like a cliff kind of thing, and this is like all open area. Or is it? So, but just to give you a little preview of the perspective thing, okay. Believe it or not, this thing is not really zoomed in. Just because you don't see the rover itself doesn't mean it's not super. It doesn't mean it's super, zoomed in or anything like that. So, if the rover, I believe they said it was 9 to 10 feet tall. I think it was like dimensionally, it was like wide 10 feet, length 10 feet somewhere roughly. I'm not saying exactly, and it was like 9 feet high or something like that. Let's say 9 foot high, just for argument's sake. Okay, picture yourself standing in front of this. That's what people, they don't get. They just, they think, oh my God, look at the size of those mountains. Okay, if you were standing in front of this, and I've got pictures to show this is not zoomed in. Let's say, for argument's sake, you're right about here. Standing, if you were a 6-foot guy, because the average person is what, 5'7" to 6'2", somewhere around there. So picture yourself being about this tall, from the ground up, and this thing's looking over your head because it's obviously taller than you are. Let's say you're an average 6-foot guy and you're standing right about here. Okay, if you're standing right here, then these rocks are not very big. How far is it from there to there? It's not very far. And the rover is like the size of a small SUV. So, okay, so how big are these and how far is it from here to here? Well, it may not be as big as you think it is. But anyway, I'm going to show you this major slip-up they did. Like I said, they're going to do I'm going to show you the area from here, especially here, and the ground here, and this little cliff thing. Well, there's not a whole lot going on there, but you'll see what I mean. This is where you can find it, right here. And this is, obviously NASA JPL. And the image was taken at Mastcam, left Mastcam, on board NASA's Mars rover Curiosity on Sol 470. And it was right there. There's your date. 12/2/2013, So, and you go to the full res, and there you go. It's right there. Okay. This is where they make this major boo-boo. And you guys can check this out for yourself. When you get on this picture, you can only click it once. See the little tiny plus sign for the zoom? Hit it once. That's it. That's as far as you can go unless you click it again and it goes back out. Okay. Once you've zoomed in, hit your control and hit the plus. Okay. This is where they make a major boo-boo. And this is what I've been telling people. These are not mountains at all. Look at this right here. Look at the back one. How they made a screw up right here. See the actual line one? It goes across, down, and then over. The boo-boo they made was they were trying to blend it by putting this blur over this right here and try to make it look like a complete mountain. There's another one right on the side of it. Okay? This has some kind of round thing to it. There's something sitting here. Look at this oval-shaped thing right here. Okay. This is not a mountain. There's something actually buried here. I don't know what this is. But you can see like openings to it and everything else right there. And I think there's a bunch of other little things in here too. You'd have to really look this picture over. But Go to 470. Just pick out any picture you like and always look in the background and use your magnifier. Don't try to zoom the picture in. Use your magnifier. You want to see some crazy stuff in this thing? Look at the black and white pictures and way in the background. And that's just, I mean, you guys, if you got the extra time, just go to 470, go to the black and white pictures, and just look way in the back. And like I said, try not to zoom the actual picture in like I'm doing. You can zoom it in a little bit, but use the magnifier most of the time. It's like 400 to 600. And you're going to see some wild stuff. Like, it looks like just cylindrical things. And one of them I looked at was really clear. I mean, it looked pretty darn good. So, you get the idea that this stuff is like all over the place. There's actually something right here, and you can just see the outline of it. It's right about here, but there's actually a whole bunch of junk here. If you look right in here, you can see these little lines faintly. But they're all in there, and it's just whatever this is, it's all here. And they actually blocked this out right here. You can almost see the outline of it. They just basically just went like this and just took gray and just went like that, just scribbled it out. But like I said, I don't know too many rocks to have what look like windshields or just wide openings. Picture this blur not even being there. Now these could be giant, modern buildings, and like I said, this wouldn't be here. This would just be an open space, and I don't know. And these come off to me like they're, machines or vehicles, because it was the first thing you relate to is something like that. If that's a front end or something, it's a vehicle. But this has been put there. Now, what you're going to see is this here, this line, and through this mess right here, you're actually going to see the other one, like almost like right here. So whether it's a building, vehicle, whatever it may be, you'll see. You make your own decision when I show you this. Okay, I'm going to back out, and this is the picture you get. And just to give you an idea why they do this, I'm going to show you this car that I've got on here. This is from the 2013 car show, and this is what Nissan's going to be coming out with, a Sub-Zero car, and this is, because it's zero emissions. But see, if this was a vehicle sitting on Mars, this is what they would do to it. They'd go like this. Boom. They're trying to get rid of all of the detail, and then they might add a bunch of crap here on the sides and make it look like a boulder, because now we just take some of the ground, and throw it over this, you'd be none the wiser. Because all I could do is just blotch it all in here, all in the inside, and blotch it all over, and you'd go, oh, what car? I don't see a car there. So what they do is they try to like smooth it out, make it look like a giant boulder, as opposed to something that has fine detail to it. So, and this is evident everywhere. Now, I believe a lot of it has actual, like I said, weather crusted stuff. So, all right. So let me jump into the picture I have. And you guys, like I said, you guys know this. You can use your magnification tool. You really don't need it in this one here. But if you want to see more finer details, I'll back out a little bit and let you guys see it. And for anybody who doesn't know what that is, a magnifying tool, if you're new to my channel, you can go to your stop. Now I'm running. Hold on a second. Thought I heard the phone ringing here. Hold on. So you can go, depending on, I don't know if every single operating system has this, but you can go to your stop menu, go to your control panel, and go to your display. Now I'm running the Windows Vista Ultimate, Windows 7 rather. I keep thinking of my other machine here. But anyway, it's got the magnifier, and you just click on your magnifier, and mine will actually show, well, you won't see it on here because it's not set up to do that. But anyway, it'll do it, and you'll be able to see what I'm doing here. That's when the picture's really small. You can actually see this. Okay, so anyway, so let me do this. Let's jump in here just a little bit. Let's go to 200%, just for the heck of it. Now, this is pretty cool, because you're going to see these things transform. All of this right here, and you can actually see what it looks like squares and stuff right now, even in the picture. So what we try to do is try to get rid of some of them compression lines or any kind of, manipulations or stuff like that. Try to just get rid of the lines if we can. All right, this is the highest I can go in the picture. I can't bring it down any more than that. So let's equalize it. And right out the bag, you start to see stuff starting to pop here, like just lines. And see how like this is really blurred out. Now, a lot of it's compression because, by hitting this equalize. But let's blur it up. Okay. There's some other things here, too, laying here. I don't know if you can just see that just popped out. See how like there's nothing there? You really can't see nothing there? Now watch this. Somehow there's a weird thing sitting right here. You can just see it's like rectangular. Okay. If you look, too, right here in the foreground a little bit, you can see like these little lines, and it actually looks like a vehicle sitting right here. Real faintly, but it's right there. Okay, and there's a bunch of other stuff in here. Here's that other thing I told you was buried in the ground here. I don't know if we can zoom into that and see if it's gonna mess that up or not, but it's right there. You can actually see the opening to it. See, like it's got this. I don't know if it's a front window or something, or just some kind of little building or whatever. But just look at the way that's nice and neat. It's almost, even on both sides, like a smaller opening or window, whatever this thing is. Okay. Again, look at this right here. Look at the way this comes down. They just kind of just blend it in because it's trying to get rid of detail. All right, let's back out because that's really close. Okay, brightness and contrast. Okay, you can see this right here, and it looks like you can see the other side of whatever this is through this blur or whatever this stuff is. Now, either they messed up here and tried to make this blur and try to go to here, but they never did do it, or that is the actual thing. I don't know. But look at the way these things are just rounded like this, and I don't usually see too many mountains that do that. Look at this. Suddenly this stuff pops out. Look at the actual right here. Comes around. Got that nice bend to it. And actually, if you look really carefully, it actually goes all the way down. This stuff has been all added. This junk has all been added to this picture. Right here. See it? It's like all of a sudden it's starting to take forms of different things. Let me see here. Get rid of some of the color a little bit. All right. Now, I'm going to invert this. Now, you still should be able to see this real pretty close. I mean, you can see these are clearly not mountains. And right here. Okay, let's invert it. Now, watch this. Look at this so-called mountain. See that? All right. You can just see things that just built into this. Look at it. It's got this long cylindrical thing right here. Comes out, looks like it's some kind of big engine kind of thing going on. Or some kind of part of this, whatever this is. And there's this other thing that's sitting right here. And it's right next to this other thing right here, which would look like like a window or front of something. I don't know what it is. But, change the brightness a little bit. Okay. Look at this stuff right here, like this weird stuff. Something in the middle here. And look at this. It looks like some weird, like if this was some kind of front of a plane. It's like you can see like a cockpit area right here. Some kind of weird front nose thing to this thing going on. All right here. Here's that other wild looking thing. Has a shape to it. Like see, like it actually comes past this actual, whatever this is supposed to be, ground I guess it's supposed to be. But it's just got these crazy shapes in here. Like, I don't know if there's like buildings in there or other vehicles, or call them what you will, man. I don't even know, but it's clearly not just standard rocks. There's something right here. It's all ghosted out. You can see that right here. And whatever it is, it's quite large because you can see it. Okay. All right, and if you look in here really carefully, you can see a bunch of stuff in here. I'm going to zoom back out a little bit. Okay. Let me see. Like I said, this will give you a little bit better perspective. I'll even back out a little bit. So if you guys want to still analyze this with the magnifier that you have. Okay. Let me jump in again. All right. Like I said, suddenly these things are just taking form, like there's things inside here. Look at this. And what they do is they just run this manipulation right over this thing like this. See, it just goes way up like this and smooth out these lines. You couldn't see these here. Look at this. Nice. Never been none the wiser. Do this. Suddenly you start to see where you can see it's blur, and then you can see detail, like right here, right here. Okay. See that? Okay, there's something else there. There's something right there. I don't know what that is. It's hard to tell. I might even have to look at it with my magnifier myself. But there's all bunch of stuff here, and you can see that in there. Let me see if I can see something here in a minute. Okay. Desaturated, get rid of some of the bleeding and stuff like that of colors. But look at right here. You can just see something sitting right here. There's a bunch of outlines of things just sitting here. Right here. There's that other piece. This right here. Suddenly these things have a little bit different look to them. Look at this. You can actually see something right here. Some kind of big building or something right here. And I don't know. See it right here? Now I'm getting rid of some of the blur that they run over the top of these. See, like suddenly there's no blur there. Now you can see like it's actually a structure of some sort, as opposed to this big blurred out mountain. And like I said, I'll back out of that. You guys can maybe take a look. Like right in here where this stuff is like ghosted out. And see if you guys can see anything. But you should see a bunch of little things sitting right in here. This flat area right in front of what these so-called mountains are. Well, supposed to be. But there's a bunch of little things in here. And it may be, like I said, one of them looked like a vehicle sitting over here, but I could be wrong. There's other things sitting over here, all on this side right here. Yeah, I can't really see that too well, because it's really, really light, and it makes it hard to see it. But, I mean, you guys can tell me what you think, but, I mean, I think they made a major mistake here when they did this because, and I'm not surprised, because I've been doing a lot of these on, Mount Shop, and Mount Shop, not what you think it is. I think I've got 2 or 3 videos of that, and then I got one that's revisited Mount Shop, and they're clearly not what you think these things are. And if you notice, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, they're like lined up, whatever they are, and you can see they clearly got some shapes to them. I mean, there's not just like a random boulder laying there. It's got shape. Look at it, just shape and designs and just weird things all over these things. Like I said, right here, it's got this rounded piece here, and it's like a building of some sort. I don't know. Something back here. That's been ghosted, and it's right underneath that little, what I said would look like some kind of weird frame building or vehicle or something. I don't know what it is, but let me just back up just a little bit. But you see how it's just totally taken on different shapes and got designs and all kinds of other stuff. And there is stuff here in this foreground. So you guys check it out. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, I don't know. I've called BS on this area since day one. I'm going to show you another part of this too that just, again, it's got this inconsistencies, like size-wise, and again, I believe like most of this foreground from like this blue area all the way to here, I believe this is all normal, meaning it is the actual ground, and then this is actual ground, but it's all manipulated, and it's like it's kind of like a no holds barred, that's it, have at it, and everybody just goes to town on this thing, manipulating and whatever else. So I'm gonna back out of here slowly. You guys can check it out if you want. This is not bad. This is 100% here. So if you guys wanted to use your magnifier, you could do that. And you can just check these things out. But like I said, this was a dead giveaway to me. This is, I mean, you can clearly see a frame and something there. And they try to manipulate that. I don't know if that's actual real glass, so to speak, or if that's just a manipulation like they have done over this. See how like this looks nice and just right here, just nice and smooth down. But when you go like this, you take that away, suddenly there's actual frame or something there. Just these weird machines or structures or something. But I'll leave it up to you guys like always, man. I mean, that's what I see. It's one of the two. And you'll understand what I mean by, is it possible they're vehicles? Because I'll show you this other thing too. It's just crazy the way this stuff looks. I believe they could be either or. They could be very large structures, and then there's a whole bunch of whatever down here. And they're really obscure because it looks like, I mean, you can literally see where they've done it right here. Like they literally just painted it right out. See it? Now it looks blue, but it's just like they just went scribble, scribble, and just took it right out. But just right off the bat, just by equalizing, look at the difference in the picture. Like more of a natural, see the foreground here? It looks more of a natural color. And there you go. See it? And like I said, brightness and contrast. And you can start to see in the foreground in that blue area, in this flat area, there's a bunch of things just sitting all inside here, especially on this left side. And then you can look over here, right here, there's a bunch of stuff there. And these look like structures. They're not mountains. I mean, they're clearly not mountains. And, a lot of people are getting discouraged about, well, they're lying to us so much and stuff like that. And, I don't know. And they throw their hands up in the air. But it's like, hey, this is what you guys got to remember. Even if they said today, hey guys, I just want to let you know that we just found a carved rock on Mars. Now, it's one step closer to telling the truth, but that doesn't mean they're going to, divulge everything. So I think it's going to be a long time before that happens. And, I know they said something about doing a live video come 2018. Why don't they do it now? They got the capabilities, and I believe they're doing it now. So, I don't believe we're going to see anything of any value. I'm hopeful, don't get me wrong, but we'll just have to wait and see, right? Let me see right here. And like I said, I'm more interested in actual shapes and angles and stuff that's detail. That's what I'm interested in more than anything. And you can just clearly see these things just come to life here. It just some things that they obviously don't look like rocks. Like I said, it's just these funky looking structures and shapes. And they've really smoothed this thing out, so you can't see any kind of detail, but you can see something looks cylindrical in here, and it looks like some kind of, I don't know, it could be a motor on the side of this thing, or some kind of part of a building. I don't know, but you guys have a look at it. I saw this, and I just went, look at this, more garbage, and I'm not surprised, but more garbage in this thing, and they made a major slip up right there. Like I said, I believe that was supposed to go from here to right here, and they totally messed that up. It's like they a little short there, and they never did make it there. And now you can see there's something else in there right next to it, just under it. So I don't know. It's crazy, but give it a look and see what you guys think. Am I just seeing things here? Is it nothing there at all, or is there just something there? Take a look around, especially right here. You can just see these little things all around here. There's something round right there. See these 90-degree angles? Things all sticking up right here. There's lines right here, like a grid kind of thing going on. And there's all little things all inside here. All in the back. In here. Right in this part here. But that's pretty much it, guys. There you go. Look at the total difference. Like nothing was even there. But as usual, guys, I just wanted to tell you, and this little slip up they made, and I noticed it stood right out. So, I decided to investigate and pull this picture apart, and this is what I found. Maybe you guys can look at it and see something totally different, or see something I overlooked, because I really didn't take a super good look at the foreground area anyway, but the back I was more concentrated on because of what I saw. You guys leave a comment, as always. You guys know the drill. Leave a comment down there. Let me know what you think and see. And for all the newcomers there, if you want to subscribe, you're more than welcome to the channel. I like to have your input, and you might see something nobody else sees. I don't know, but this channel is about finding the truth. And if that's what you're looking to do, this is the channel to find it on. Because if you got a link, you want to show me something that that you've seen and you're not sure what it is. Well, drop it in my inbox, or go to Mars Anomalies at AOL.com. You can leave a link there. I'll check it out and show everybody else here. Everybody can dissect it and see what they find. So, I was saying earlier that a lot of people are bummed out because of, there's just, I'm so disappointed about NASA and stuff like that. They're not showing us the truth. That's true. And I got to give you guys that. But don't give up on it, because here's the deal. If this is truly Mars, I'm going to show you the things that they're hiding. That should make you feel good, because here's the deal. If there's stuff clearly up there, wow. Because, we're always thinking, we're just here on Earth. We're the only people in the solar system or past our solar system. So come on. Me personally, I'm just really optimistic. I believe this stuff's there. There's too much evidence to prove that there isn't. And there's too much evidence to prove that they're lying to us. So there you go, guys. That's optimistic. That's optimism for me, because I'm thinking if they're hiding it, it's clearly something there. Even if we can't tell exactly what it is, it's clearly something there. We know it's there. So again, that makes me feel good, because now whether they divulge this, if they ever tell us the truth or not, well, I don't know. We might have to wait 50 or 100 years. I don't but we'll see. This thing's in the works too, guys. To try to rattle some cages, of course you got to tread lightly, so to speak. You don't want to wake up one day and be in prison, you know what I mean? If you get what I'm saying. But anyway, guys, hey, it's just me rambling here. Just some thoughts, and nobody has to take that to heart or anything like that. But just some thoughts, just throwing some thoughts around with you guys. But anyway, as usual, guys, thanks for watching. I do appreciate my subscribers and anybody else that's viewing this. I do this for you guys. It's all about the truth, and let's find it. That's all there is to it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next pick.